shaky kakra, but it doesn't take anything away from the gift of life. Never did no. Tie the radiasapa. Bibia boko. See, sometimes when ya moments like they are witnessing it this week with respect to Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And Legend Obusan says sometimes edin sisa when it is as the club is on ascendancy. Club on the air costro air rise. Things are fine. De besi, de boom. Na issues upon issues. So Oma managing yana sanswa train club na sanswa back. Na sanswa be start free baby. Na almost start free baby na so mo kwa aso mo ya kwa do top obi no. We say na bibia sa be boom. And they will have to go back. It has been this and that. Omoko no map.
Second Peter 3:8. Second Peter 3:8. Asamna ke hono. Say, but do not overlook this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord 1 day is 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as 1 day.
Definitely, yeah. And normally, Satama, you watch children service.
Second Peter 3:8. Yeah, cause Sunday school ni you Assemblies of God. Central.
You know, I could hear about.
I don't know one kind.
I didn't make a say and now heard that.
Say what's the house of Sunday school?
I didn't know
I say to say Mekai 2 Corinthians 5:7. The Bible there my quadrim gaka. Timothy 16. Nine other me I cop archive
so legend and see Anna yase when it seems that things are fine with the club and no me koso they would say bibia fine club na the right direction na bibia bubum na was a club na sound so restart all over again so do we koso something we be say any free and then ya see what is this thing so the free hand ne free legend when I watena kroma che we dia ogre che I didn't na club na cost right seems things are fine something do whole lot of issues
and bibia and free baby part of human institutions coffee problem there's no institution na jumaku ana group problem nim but how you resolve the problems indicates how strong you are. But what I say, but say obiawo if there are ulterior motives on say everything I was saying now repair but me feel say nyam na be ma ko firiki abeye popular and now be ginidin and I'm into was asem kitu abi ba na ye twene sre any abasa but if you have a common goal if I aim ye buta ye say e was a kuo no e ko nanim kosora so you solve a problem is different but than when individual say kotoko especially kotoko the only say the main problem as Antoko from they has been individual interest but what I say individual interest me more of me than yen me no na day and that's why I say every day and a make I say you see elsewhere is the interest of the group. If you can be about group dynamics, it's the interest of the group that matters. But Sekoba say, ebia me empre mariki on konya and I say on nkwan eji en munyam no and I say omuyen and now no bad those things. But what I say and I say omwade also who say mpanyin for and I say those things no na aye problem.
Now, do you sense some of these things the current administration?
No, me the other me I'm just addressing the general issue now raise here.
Yeah. See, Kumasi Asante Kotoko board, I think say Enra they did the needful. Domoye and even though it be crab a check a crack. But I think say sometimes it's better late than ever. And see a yes or modest statement in a buyer to protect club on a kakra from the media space in a normal bar. So no, ebian komu releasing in tema. Ebian ke kwashe ete mi sa issues bebe no. But yesterday they came out to say they've not received any resignation letter from reference Dr. Prosper Nete Ogum. The coach has not communicated to them say he has resigned. Omo your board of directors of Kumasi Asante Kotoko, you be respecting someone wakano, but you become legend patron as you. You be respecting, you be boon seminar wakano, but you would have to go into it. You know the reason why? Sometimes say you're not careful. Who say asem we buy no na Kotoko supporters are very shocked. Oh, Dr. Ogum, like how? How? And then Ogum always like because sometimes the issues were honest when bienia. Eventually it gets to the exploding state. Now man for a shocked. Explode boom about once. But so what addressing now? No addressing in kakra about man for people are aware say these issues
na me initial comment as a woko.
Board na kasa you respecting some maka but the mechanic say e become kakra.
Okay.
And at the moment and so more a very huge task ahead of them. Because of Kotoko management now they are being applauded and lauded by Kotoko supporters or more promising power. Offer Dr. Ogum no so a session of Kotoko supporters and so believe we say he's the right person for Kotoko Jumedino. It becomes the duty of the board to match the two. Come back for some bit to satisfy the interest of these parties to satisfy the interest of the team supporters of Asante Kotoko.
All right. So I'll come back. About meji initial comment my bow near Jedu Ejaya or Zach, Mamintio.
So do Sian was a mental. Na onye so.
What's it?
Just Sian was a mental.
Njomusu.
Ah, okay. Anti Sian for so what so. Onka hwem biom.
Obi chawa. Anya yi so na abeje. Dey biom na eja but obi cha na ajisu abeza yeden.
That's what I say.
Obi de nchia asoma se mbamre. Ojisu anya no anu. Na kwa no na akasa masunyafo. E ono yemeze. Eju de o de yinti. Masunyafo da me no mudi nkomoda. Me kasa ekwa e de edu animi. Nti wan na se chia me no. To de nya hwe yetio. Ye nya yi na.
Mizoto we de anope na oni baba ema story bia na oni age ho pa. Na de benya ne se Gerard Moreno and in the next some 30 minutes ago say Basa asaso akowia just kun dibium.
We are now the one who we are there.
They say like they snatch him. So it was almost I say only Chelsea the next say bibium we are nsa. Anope ya. Omako jenibium. Nti that is the breaking news asaba. Nti just kun de na ode your analysis say Chelsea are doing a very good business no. The play not as a 10 or Barcelona and see that is the news Abituma and Danope. I think say any good news for all the Chelsea supporters.
Okay.
Yeah, but we position about on the fencing Pakosi and some na Okaya no. Na the me no echo a yin say and then you remember to one some write up say or no one say as no one can say how are there video number one thing if you watch one in an interview I think it was almost with Ebusia
also one can
also one can I'm say how then it's a man and some not working because one I say Ebiana unze Ebiana managuma na say Okusha supporters na eso ka asemi ma omu fi say bia
obetima me right up.
Oh, I'll try and get it. Wow, will pan wakola na interview chef Shenko what happen say. The name bobo.
Ayi pepra. Promise.
Yes, and the interview. One of the what to plan for.
Some mum baby my.
Say what's one
mum baby my.
I'm saying now how? So
right.
And I think say based on that any chance say
promise.
Yeah, pepra. Nti we nka so the wa kwala.
Me lese obenya bia man.
Nanka ebeboa the discussion about so. Enti say enya wia then ne nya bocha analyze it.
Also one kasa.
Yes one kasa.
Na say voice na yitie no nkofo na abobo bibia se mana.
Because a video so. Unde the man na
esa video.
That's a video.
Oh, I video no ho.
Yeah.
Ebi wa ha.
We have it.
Oh, ene mo my na mo mpe man kasa na mre.
Go to doctor a video.
Na why?
Video wa share eduana Jesse no. E no gina supporters n'anim. E no ogina wana o kasa. So, e na o mo.
Say dey make kan. Ono o mo so aka say wo so wan kan.
That is why.
Let's ask some American.
No. When them man can.
Oh, who dey me say? Enya weather manka woman na manka wom enim. But ono say one can what it tells me is say he is running away from the statement. Enti omo say enko free pa kwesi man mebu obi din no. It says right away he has no names. So just say say o free pa kwesi say
Akwa na gina we o ka say.
aha. Na voice no edi achiri de.
Ah voice di achiri. O mbeti na omum bi etu.
But mama ye sure.
Man can be na akwa na gina ka say papa pa kwesi
There
ni gina.
be o.
O be voice.
Some people disagree with me. Say I'm doubting Parkweti's integrity. Now, almost challenge is why is it that I seem to believe the board so much? What I say? Kakra, criminal psychology kakra. Na you say no say. So be by allegation without specifics. I will believe the other one. Wow, say gophobia catch them say because board for say. At no point, coach resignation grandma and can be that. I'm not doubting what him or anybody has said. It's based on board statement. I mean, say, young cancer, a better than the same people or some people within the back of room. Obi on resign. Just say resignation is non-existent in this case. So how do you go and call somebody and say Obi resigned, Tibra? Then that person as well does not deserve to be on the board. Because now team Vufron and Walker. Maybe a board no team Vufron. Because coach don't say on Kasawa. Momo say coach in Kasawa resign. So how can you go and call somebody say coach I resign? Obi raise issues say a Wednesday in Enumere and a park was his friend. Na meba. Na statement you know. Eba after Wednesday and then you mean there's some weird and funny conclusions. Maybe point is say the board issues a statement that the coach has never ever resigned on country or that. A bad thing. And I say ni pavno and I say kuno ubi free mako kachu ubi resign. That's my point. So be what?
Yeah. But they all can. Ideally, sanity. Ideally, but sometimes board also be to diplomatic kakra, and within that, you know. You bet me close confidence
diplomatic no na entiase
in this is inside and some of course between
in this context
and some of and some
all kind of say all kind about na because one kind
and some
diplomatic as
and some of course between board and Dr. Ogum as to whether so cancer one cancer board bet me issue a statement to quash everything and handle the issue internally.
But
it's true. It's possible. We are talking about possibilities here. Legend. Messi, we are talking about possibilities here.
But I'm sure you have seen.
Once again, Messi, I've read everything. Messi, we are talking about possibilities here. Bet me, Ebia, meeting. Kofi Akasembi, legend and pay as the general manager. Ekwa Bonten, legend bet me issue statement to quash it and deal with Kofi internally.
It is the way a statement is written. We held a meeting with the coach. There were some misunderstanding and BB, but the board has taken over. We hope that issues will be resolved. But when you say we inform you that the said coach has neither resigned nor communicated his resignation to the board, it is emphatic. Tikofi say okay na sibia obeso kwashi na eba out. If somebody should provide evidence, assuming say man say coach ne kasa na obe kwashi as you are saying, obitimi dey provide bibi ba a say the coach said that. How do you resolve that as a board? In any case, it is reported, said the operations director as operations manager of the club on administrative manager no Prono Koka said the coach said during that interview he was there. I don't know hobby. Okay. They say yeah ka say there me nim baby mate baby waku wura asase wa buy a phone baby akosho no akata so because his integrity is being challenged seriously. And this all on was some obeka no we statement now said okay wo kwase na ye nsa. He has his personal integrity to protect. So that's why I'm saying say Ungofon just say based on what the board has written me person me ji omudi.
Of course, some medical can say.
Me person me ji omudi say nye PR nye diplomatic enye kwase. The court did not say that.
Yes.
Because when it turns out that the court said that, then we also know how to address
it goes a long way to
turn it out to say the coach said that and they wrote this statement. Oh, you do I will cross it. But I'm saying that for now I want to believe them.
Yes,
that's why I said that Pakwesi asem no minyini Pakwesi so said that he took Wabekas wankasa. It says that he's run away from his own statement. If he's made
legend, the fact that he's running away from his statement does not mean say asemna ye nyina yete in the video or kasa what so what Tony Boy say me aboy omo aprodu no omo pomo sa papa Pakwesi why are there to have rejected Kumasi Asante Kotoko and sign for Aduana Stars Wodoma omo pomo say man papa this is video when you audio with no kasa and watch your fans and the fact is that all running away based on your statement even if he's running away from that statement
and that's one camp.
Oh, Janet, no fine, but one can't the army person, one can any part of general Casa Legends Wanga.
And that dear Obi Kano Obi Ancano system Wemo, that be a very normal.
I don't Papa and that's and oh, so he has made the statement.
Were we not made to believe that Prosper say he has resigned in 3 days' time? Emma Sawanka.
Few seconds ago, he said, no, few seconds ago, he said, sir, if somebody is able to provide evidence of Dr. Ogum Kana's Wanka. Ebian video in an audio form. But here, ready and the Pakwesi Fabian the any there. The evidence you are looking for. Oh, let me be out. Here, the evidence you give to us.
Board members meaning a friend, coach. When you are going to first of all, oh, hey, not so good. Oh, and then you must say, not so good of school. So now was coaching her resign what you are now. I'm so the women tea. Not so we resign. I'm so Mr. Marcosan. Oh, yeah, oh, like I say, that time no, 7 sign. But like I said, we answer but my detail say, because we just support us because of your Miami.
Mama be more boy or more ball, man.
One statement, and my statement, one try.
Oh, Monsieur Pepper, I am I don't have a
statement.
Based on this, I don't remember a legend. On the point of you can run away from the statement. There's so okay one can the air near mana yet and he made this huge statement for applause while Jen and some bonnie and running in Amadoma for Epijano. So
Obian friend.
What's it?
Obian friend.
That's
fine.
I know the Tama make me know why I'm doing. I can best describe this as influence peddling. I can best describe it. As influence peddling.
And as in mumu kosua mu bro for na ma yeah ye tie no yeah ye tie no nye mu na ko school and am influence but nti ana be say break it down e ja me boa
na ye tie say
unu wa go fa ba say influence but we go who did na tem e dia no ne dia
e na me say see a problem na break bofo down fi ha no ma ye kesa ho ko
ba me nka influence but ye program ye twi influence peddling. Chimney and Jazzy.
Tama. Pakwesi Acheampong supporters. Wakwaba. Wasaba biem. O pebibia catch supporters nama. Oma dinedi ene na ye adwuma. Wo dey the tail end of the statement no ye no. Na me pese me share supporters na ne munyam. Se na ka me nsan nti committee makasa me nsan ye. Na so na pese me share supporters na ne munyam.
So what are you saying? What are you suggesting? That BBNC. Obi am friend no ko kan
I because say wo hwe the same mama yetie ya. Say wo ka say wo fa pa na de atopon so bie mu a. Ene na e kame say the so called board members no. Omni na kasa even previously. And sana they said the so called resignation by almost equal activity. Sana me hu no. So wo fa some na. Now we not me
hu no say I say e bia they had information. Say sense Parkwest is moving to Adriana is all over. To observe when you call Adriana na yes so na and just say omnedin komo so me could. It
can also be some omnedin komo so that.
No, but I'm saying at that time no cry no before no because Wednesday and you men on friend so but before Wednesday there was nothing like coach being probably resign or resign. Yes. So how could you why not Tuesday and I'm man do wait me coach for couldn't come off Ghana for Kotoko. Just look at it. Maya who at the end across why say ogo din ko say obi mra me prosper ogun free when he had not even met the board. I don't think say san common cause but mitia
Monday na nka Parkwest so yan so beko
mitia say ne say no so atete bi e na obusa say wanya kwa na that is my understanding.
Say me fa wodie kra na I still think
the again nsi the kabika obi amfre obi am
then I still think BBNC here because Parkwest asem na oka no so what the
do intro na fe eja amaye ko mni adaje
tama so wo fa na se owie no dia kamia say na okasa ama supporters no eni agye ho agye na
abra obi an ni nkomo
strong obi ani bibia
okay wo bi afa so na afi ye
tama we dey me shift from kotokokitu abi na uja for the adwuma bono
kwanya
dotie
anete
papa yi
papa ben
atade asha no papa kan digital ne kimfesa ne ade akofa shi kimfesa de coach Sabaku Ghana on no pe won landi Kumasi eno nyime no mdu
no nka official
say komodu
on second team no
sa
na adwuma mo
on senior side no
ne
na adwuma mo no na mka se bia o assistant coach
second team
so assistant coach da bi ko tum mo fita mienu eno nyime la gina ha de won na ade aba fita
na ba kuna no bayre so ba kuna no wi season nto
ba so wo fi sabia ena ba ko de omudi boy de Rita ana Blanco yetu Blanco ana Rita
Blanco de
he was also on the manager of the season
Blanco
and I'm saying
boys
and one person addition to Blanco the one that Bobo season
Blanco no
on the
omo catch
Blanco in the baby season Blanco no on the Bobo season we on the I can fight sir ebe competition on the Blanco did coach Blanco
did aba
so and afọ akwadwuma mo
one person addition to Blanco
afọ akwadwuma mo
we dey chema ba say on cast team no
there be on akufu mo na second team
a youth team coach
yeah second team no
se fi na kure wonye kimfesa
oh no do be omtimi ma se Gazali ogodogo coach and yes on kimfesa Gazali and
justify na
okay ba for nti yen kwai so we dey na afi omumra na
unse na de
okay
nsam na mu na ye nyina be wuri
okay eja mami ntema ni afọ akwa na yen afọ akwa start na eja support na afi yemunzi
ntama e be che Kumasi man said e Kumasi fit for ya na gina ho memeda na pa bia wo pa TV no so no na me aduma ehihye na atoto ni na fa league de second league ni de ba so no atoto ni na wi nem na ebinim na omo ka ebi se ase pona ya bone me ya ni na no omo nte ase but ya kan say your platform obi a wo so yesi nkete aka che obi a say meeting amanfo ma edum pempe so league ye de be sha ase ebi ma sate ka say ya nte so omo kan wana so omo ka ho nipa ye sha ase na ya kan ye meeting na wo man nim say wa yu ho afirim ahofo na obeka yero maka ho and so officer we bia obeka woni bia kan na so obi su kan by meeting I be a meeting no say so kro ko do fe ho bra ho na beka wa because league ni start be me kan say me na maye and so be na because company for honom na me na bia me man me organizer am dido mani wo sponsor me bia eja mu na wo ho and say wonu asa wa ma meeting no na wa amfa wo ne ma na edu na ye hye se ye kwa yen kan che say ye be from men kan che say me yi wa firim isa na adwuma de ne tie nti nyame adoma na ne be hia ebi ma twem mfo bi so be hyem nya dompa the second league in the hope say imbe de pa na ye de ibi to wotama ye adwene say yekuo no e pese obi o ka ho bia o be hye sa Kumasi Critical Association national the member no be register for league no o sa ka situation no ho ti bibia ba anigie e ba ho chen bibia na ye adwene say bitu ye ne bitu na mo ye ne fisa ha wo na e ko no
Medasi pi we eja aha mami ntiwe
the afọ ka na me fa na so ni ade fi say agro e bebe di ni ade no ya na wa oni pedua na no sa ye man ni pele bebrebe fi say training ni ibio masono pani ade aden si won ma ada poko so rekwa edi man but mutin so so kokko treating po mu am fi eboa pa fi say onam no ni ade Yakopon abodua no ni pedua na man nansi woni ma bi wa o se wa anso de bua no na woni check akra wi woni se obi a be wudie nansi so treating po mu ni ade a eja ye be mo ambre kakra de aka ho and say wo so awto ni le bade bia ya na mpenefu a se biu omo ti se mi a omo ye adwuma na bia mtungu se omo nya daje mo mo
okay
because me say no tama so have me a me ba adwuma a ho e dey kram tim na ti be 6000 steps me ba store ni entade a ma sa so ba sore na me nam a me call round e wo kwan me ba ninya say insights did
okay
because the more I trust ya will now see where the bia na moja ni fro ni ade no ninya ya de nko a
okay
the bia o ti wona o sore kakra forget about say waja wo mba wo shop ni ade obu a wo ti o say ati be bia ni ade e bia ni you have been free so because nyame bo ba bia say o please kai nyina o be say jawako
that's right
eti wa umpo mu de ehia sama ba na wo ti wasa obu wa betu atwa the whole day no sore na sika no kan sa ya de nko a o sore kakra bia wo nyedu ha ni ade no wa ko kakra wona kudi komo kakra no aba na
bia na body ni active
bia na body ni active
okay aja
ti bi bia me ba say me tackle obu wa ga say bia aja de hu de o ti ha na o ti dem ti ara o ti se me nyata man kasa ma me ho an kasa
okay
skare de ye betoi ye be say jawako ba wo ta ma ho a wo betra che
aja me dase pa futu ade ama ye nei eye
munya mo na na ntika
kakra eye transit fu na to na teja yafa all right enti ye ko afa kwase ye wie no ma me nko zakito ni start ni ense
on say ene o match kinfisa your match wo kukwase about 1 o'clock bishia ya bo match na ko me justify place and here but they can't make catch Ghana man say they say akonya aba ana kinfisa the platform ato ho no so obi o play bia wo bia fi so sombo mo bia fa na ye ma platform
go for to players why 5 billion ni hwan mo de
tama last season ye nya bi it is all platform na say ono no be hwe ye chewe de ma ye nya ne free justify na odogomo no e say the aba no say na amanfo nya o mo course no influence no because me okasa ma miska minti menje the epene say ye pe material betima boy o pitch no so na ye pe because they say ko for play bi na obe influence na me ko japa no ntima mo adwuma bo me ti the can say I don't know
it has it go eno nkan wo de obi ba player
na wo no a person o money tukwan na ko ba bi nfa na bra ye ne obeti ase akọ agreement say be ya o kaso kwa yan ha no
who you coach and no management asem who you coach o ze nkofo tie nkofo mra no me justify they can only agreement the management ne be ye and to be amra kinvisa mo ye no
ye no KNUST
okay ava kwa me dasi eja dasi pi aha de kika kan o de fo bi bra na be kapesi
eja make no some one is a just to play
Jack ye go ava kwa me dasi so eja
me ko ya na me the video bi ama born again say why Chelsea shouldn't be worried say just when they call Barcelona say it's a very good tackler there but about kwa so to one yard on pan say sa defenders now muti e bobo ni bi the passing very very poor so say I say more an attack no pass it until on your screen obehu how he gives the ball away so it's easily say waje bona or the ball chase it too much or bought the chair opponent until show you couldn't on your screen you see a branch na the one basam the passing day or the ball nature papa so butcher anti in your screen will be how you couldn't but defending the oya the pa say oh defend it but who's there I never be say and now just about the defending what defender you know how you are able to initiate attack you know very key and to share branch na I say also consistent say or tie the ball on the chapa na misotuo and now the power machine was minanam yana miko one asna social media ya or more say they think say my branch William Saliba must start because omo share the statistics are say not just in the Arsenal team no interesting statistics about him so to say in the Europe top 5 leagues no or better statistics than most of the top defenders you showing in Europe last season. Now you see Osha Brantena last season he is the only defender to attempt 3,000 or more passes in the Europe top 5 league. He is the only defender our attempt is and oh yes no 93% na successful so to entire is how say what attempted 3,000 plus now out of 3,000 plus 93 was successful now musojo we are free you see in Europe top 5 league only 1,004 defenders and attempted 50 plus or more tackles in the Europe top 5 leagues only 1,004 players and attempted 50 plus or more tackles. Now Abante no the tackles now no onya 80.6% successful. O winning the boss. Okay, Europe top 5 league na similar Abante fan Pierre Kalulu and winning more balls than Abante no. So apart from say good playing from the back no, he is also very good as a tackler. And to no one else I said yes any significant deficiency and I say weakness and I made debate on one of those Arsenal platforms. They think say no as a centre backs one better as a ball playing than all of them. 2 defensively he's also better than all of them based on the statistics are only free French League and Airba and to name what also stake is
there we say Govi they're okay they just say and Arsenal defenders in one or other team
not just always
they're okay
say
yeah I'll see Europe
also they change teams no matter to defenders
say me say Europe top 5 league
and I mean say so you say oh yeah they say Arsenal for na make say Arsenal for nko oh yeah they change other teams with defenders
based on at least he's coming with a very good statistics
okay
and I think say I now agree
no but I would say Arteta has never been
a
fan of Saliba but after Everton game he gave a lot of complimentary comments about him say Saliba is this is that so we hope say Cheno Kwanema sa when you have pursued for another centre back they say the Obeba be one of them but apart from the starter he has to prove yes statistics the memo prove say obet me boy and I think that Arsenal supporters fans a lot of people like him but I mean for whatever reason Arteta don't forget that Arsenal play and Arsenal did 50 million koto
Ben White
yes and they say our ban prove but one thing is that once they have spent 50 million on Ben White coaches and sporting directors want to justify
yes
why what happens
now
yes
now Nkabod again ebe boame with the video of Etuga ne Mbella ebe duru Kumasi
Ifegene Mbella
so Ifegene Mbella omedu kotoka bedru Kumasi na omuko hia na ne amponsa ene David office et me hia na me say let me find out because me office on off pa am say me hu sa office ko na me say bia ene ne office na nkran de wo airport side on na me say wa off pa et me tete na say there be sa office ne Kumasi aya friend say Arokodachi, the project over there. And the office no. Hona omedu kumase. And two video na you see Bella ne niya we share the video mo hage omo hona omo sresre. Eti when I look at how the office and the office net here. Na Sunday or airfare. Then you would at least nyame esi okotoko bad news and BBC but we should also like me the good works that is going on because one project bebre na no e bought na ya chipa say the bia o ma do net and say but last I hear say one project o fi say enya ba fanfare say e be fanfare kwakoye opening ceremony ko bie project na no ye say based on what I've seen I just say edwuma no omaya ko mani pa so to the video the office is very nice it's yemo about so for that now in some AC okotoko the last bell 3-4 days in one you see me nyabo try follow the trends ni no one person that's and then me feel say one all the bad news around the club ni the administrative manager for Santo Kotoko that is Emmanuel Dasuberi the equals he is the one am what club no he didn't help matters at all because one you see young family say papa numpo kai assume that admitting say okay mpa
but one can
say
after the board meeting board statement no I'm trying to
use it for you to understand.
I didn't see what they call cancel.
No,
and that is when we are not sure. But we are sure. There's a letter here. There's a one can.
Yes, but who said
can visit call cancel? As some one can I was working.
Maybe I can go to the no beba. I say we're delicate too. Last we're down. Delicate issue, Rob. Tell me that my counsel on him say the statement. Yeah, respect me. Me Kofi Acheampong. Me respect statement and about in their banner. Me respect Papa. But I'll also keep on saying say it could be diplomatic statements.
When somebody's integrity is at stake,
it could be.
Once they say, "Okay, say ubi amwa." What's ubi amwa? So ubi medin. I'm sure. Say go be at radio for and public not discuss it.
Yeah.
Pada, you understand these things.
True.
I'm saying you don't issue a statement like this when because you want to be diplomatic, so somebody's integrity should be thrown to the dogs.
Yeah.
No. Maybe that's why whether I said now Ima was right to grant interviews or not. It happens to us because we went for meeting people meet you and you see one expect is at the end be an issue. Majority on say we afterthought that some next year so we are very comfortable. Say yeah can say one year but you come out of an issue is settled in your opinion. Oh now say coach so I resign so but say the new one and was so say now cause him fan so can impo enti ono so say me sure say ontu am na bi nkoshi mu a so wa da dundum no phone because ono so receive a lot of bashing. So if the statement is worsening his being now and we ain't mean can say diplomatic thing I mean why I mean put you on the statement is that for a board to issue a statement and say that on can say one can on can you know me find diplomatic. Exactly
now you see because it's a board meeting say in a very serious corporate organization no so okay serious matter pa say yeah a board meeting now you try to hear the input of management members to take a decision now because also a subcommittee the actually say the subcommittee must present the records of proceedings to the main board for this proper discussion and decision to be taken. And yet the management member said yeah
say baba bonte aba discuss what happened at the board meeting outside. Now utie nkomo pa de ma now listening to very close to one of the board members, they think say now they are even thinking say it was Ima who contacted graphic for no. Now they even say Ima contacted graphics for no.
Oh, Master, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
No,
let's not go there.
So listen to something. Graphics. Who say one who can send you? I say is it on Tuesday or Wednesday? Say one board meeting almost have a lot of what can one say because it was so quiet and papa. The better answer my
I say Ima contacted them. Let's be fair. As somebody can less. I mean, you know, you know Ima, and he's not that type. He's not me. Ima is my friend, but in the last 1 year, as 2 years, we do okotoko. He will not even tell you what goes on. He's not that type. I mean, he's a boy or a media frenzy. He wants to. But what is all Kasa Radio Sumpoda? And now how many and what is on a graphic empire interview? On a contact graphic for Asema Babiti. Zach.
No.
Let's be fair.
As you can use it to do a lot of conclusions and a lot of because one. Now the question people what I'm even asking is that you see what would be the rationale behind that interview in the first place? Then say let me go and grant this. Let me agree. Let me say he didn't even contact them. Let me agree to grant that interview and tell them exactly what they see or meeting because see today we are where we are because of that interview.
No.
But
the statement was all over. That thing had been. It came before the graphic thing came. Say, no, my name say the information that coach Neje Jumano. About way before, like about around 2-3 o'clock. The graphic interview was published late as the next morning.
No, the same day
but that was later.
You understand?
But that was later.
But now Obia Kasa, for example, when Captain came here, Obia emphasis because Obi journalists speculate here. Fine, and you're official. But the moment that audio came.
But I want to say, radio stations, TV stations, media houses spoke about the coach's resignation. And then you must have a man go for BGD. I mean, like, let's.
There's a kid to can in spite of media, he comes in as an official.
Yes.
So, Sabia Mimi Kofi can be a lot of people may believe it, but because he be on your authority over assembly because he is not a management member. But when a management member comes in, it's being seen say this is an official person speaking or addressing an issue. And so only then it carries more weight.
I'm agreed, but I'm saying that the thing was all over before that this interview was. What you say? It was discussed.
That also gives more confirmation to Nsema Echo media space.
Yes.
Say Kofi can we Sometymer can we is in the media space. But when an official person comes from the club now, it goes a deeper way to confirm Nsema and in a media space, And when he came out on rather confirmed it didn't debunk and seminar amount for working in public space, but rather gave a lot of confirmation to seminar amount for working in media space. And I think that's one as a
based on this board release now can see actually say one. Now that you pushing power, I like it. Say based on this one can.
Board
yes, identity now question Obi Bakes and there's idea because time and essential for rumors no. The proper thing to do, which meet you. No, okay, say no. Only the up to now. Board number 1 thing. Only the entire management number 1 thing. It is on resigning. Yeah, the proper thing to do. The communicant every from Koto management and they say Papa ne resign. But here's the case: the administrative manager rather came in to confirm the rumors out there say he has resigned. What's the other pa? Now journalists started believing it. That rumors, say they believed it when that interview came out.
I want to go feel. he might have added certain, but there was no doubt about the story. Any baby, and if you free back. That's I say. And yes, I'm sure when you heard, you believed it. Even before you read what was in the graphic. I mean, we quick and sign a rare fee. Producers no, I produce Parkwesi tape no. When he said, main tears, matter every FM, and about the interviewer no voices no. So credit to Abusuan FM, but you ain't.
Mahunu a statement be a circulate say say wa na ya attribute to ye say coach Fab Parkwesi Fabian say say da coach Ogum a resignation letter ekwo no kotoko board members mienu frɛ say enkoje aduana team no na emomka be fa asante kotoko minim no krasa
it is a me ko kra
na chese we no akoye
well, they say but in the context of mention, that was not what I meant, you know. I'm saying
the Diana a team no name ka befas and Tikoro minim no cressa.
It is a me cry.
Natchez we no acquaint chatuswo.
Well, they say but in the context of mention, that was not what I meant, you know. I'm saying
because I hear you are on say no one more Eddie Abase board no say coach no one resign quarantine nkofo fi say am pass board for me no na san be ka kire wo dia say na asem no akoye conflicting intina say ma me busa we coach
but you the gantisa in the context am the can asem no they say be ka say obi afrem say maji kotoko aduma David intisa the be na kotoko coach resign no
resign so na board members me in a friend coach when you are na obi say first obi say nam so obi kuma say and then you kuma say nam so gade of school say so when you am coach na resign what ya na nam so dey maintain nam so we resign nam so we so ma kosan gada they say that time no say the resign with like so we nyansa but my dictator said the person we still supported ceremonial because of the Mayama.
Okay. In terms of governor now or
Powers Vibion. Why I sebi legend with the fashion music. Oh, what dear? No.
We were casting no. Why are context now? The cancer.
Me who say
or so oboko to kodi but then
context. The Americans sabi emema na omu jemu ana omu hyebo akese ye meto presa ma meto ka ma meto enu bi na pakwesi bi ye no
tawa wa manaka
enu bi na pakwesi bi ye nim se supporters no ko jira o manim no na debe happy to pakwesi bi ye
o se contest
by pakwesi contest what is contest by na wa what na wa kachi say board members me enu frɛ
na comment I'll be a comment with you said but you when you resign kwa no mu frɛ o te ma no
yes personal assistant close confidant will be obey no and nam no so kasa wo ba
tama e ma asem ne hu
it me dem say support
e be ya me first believe no say
by own conclusion obi friend and obi am friend obi friend and obi am friend
he's been a camino me win the park crisis
we say obi friend and obi am friend
me only said that ho den ne ho and ho ye ne den
obi am friend
so akọ obi mu
ultimate so here no free totally legend feeling talk so I just ultimate but me who say na no win ye ne dew say na ye ne jamro so a de ko kaka sansem na in a space of 3-5 hours
obi friend obi timanga so obi friend
entra me ka say den so be here no so free so I say the me try can say it seems that Parkwesi no
as to when
he legend net say you
or see a friend who go there you know just to when
he
said just some need dia what time
ne people say even before who can you be friend but even before who can
you no ntiem bana sem de Parkwesi ni
what discredit on personal assistant
minim do ka say o ye dem say personal assistant
any supporter
everything
he was talking to the supporters and on any nkofo net ho so what he and I yesu yeti hey so who said I didn't sit here
but the back rock say enim no
bafo Oh, the best na Kofi Ediaman description of Kofi Ediaman.
Feeling talk.
The best description na.
Into be am friend.
Uti I think.
Say because I feeling talk say obi an kan mention.
Enumdwa.
There be obi am friend.
That is so. Uti unya chepa uti uti your only prepare interview no. Who say people was trying to get him. No da kofa. I said there be. Yes, me go di but contest be.
Contest
Ben.
Yeah, on value as a Diana coach. Contest Ben are
So the contest that na come opportunity to go to Kotoko. But Ediana na me person mu nyam.
The one again was
so someone munyam. Me supporters na munyam.
Supporters no say say. Who say Kotoko Ediana rivalry no. Ntia say o she da ma.
Go kan first president that way man ya man sam.
Mimpo no me nya kwanya. Ah, mu so to ya itia say ya nim say and itia say. If opportunity come at Kotoko, one coach are almost sure crown boy Pakosi.
How
do you know that?
No,
Menkasasa.
No, and today,
Menkasasa.
based on previous happenings.
No, don't. Only one power with the left Kotoko.
Oh, say, we just one day, they see this.
I didn't see it.
Oh,
There you have forgotten it.
Video bill of South Africa.
No, I'm so acquainted. One free Kotoko based on performance. Kai, when we got to go based on any bad record, so I almost say on a club for So I'm saying that untimin kase sebi be a kotoko a bro park with so that I will not agree with you.
I've not said
but
that.
the beer Okas and Nekotoko Pekucha, the last one they will look at in park here. I don't think that's fair because he's still a premier division coach who can coach Kotoko. Sebi, someone who coach Kotoko. By coaching standards, no. Almost 10. And you say you'll be the last person. If you are not going to compare, no fine. But
if you say offer, say if you are man for the Champions League, I am for offer.
But Omo coach Champions League class, they are no better than him.
Than your offer.
Yes. It's said me no me person mu kongu mo kan say obi am friend no so obi a friend. And I know Panama can't go for enemy. Send me the me red board for no letter no matrona. A bear me one said this a same board member can go and call somebody. Or more was a coach and resign ye.
Come on, board no omudosu.
But since I stated as a board member behind my car,
of course, yes.
I dissociate myself. So for the time being, we
no, it doesn't change the whole position. He say. Some probably think Ogun must go even before the issue came out.
The issue is not about going. The issue about whether he told them because Ebemi said before the meeting if any Kotoko board member could dream. So go for coach for Abraham Kotoko.
Yes, based on the performance.
He wins the league. Well, Sebi Omuma say yes say a penny kasa or say or you to the problem war. On the CEO in term. Something which was realized at that meeting. So before that meeting. Nobody knew of any problem before that meeting. Na coach Ogum no or Yena Juma or break or you say na bed then the Kotoko board member because go Pakwesi on a Sunday or Monday before the Wednesday's meeting say coach ne kona abe Juma na
I remember when the voice after winning the league about problem no what Ogum said actually say there was
no problem. So
the kind of compliment he gave the CEO, me say, "Oh no problem."
I beg to differ. Why? Because any, boss league now a board member, and here make my body Alaji Lamin. I call radio so Hot FM to be precise. Say, yeah, China coaching the report number. Or the bar, young board no, man better say. Near as a coach so better than us over qua.
And son, dear, that is the order. No, you take decisions after reports have been submitted, and they said that is.
So I'm not surprised.
The
same board member, no, he knew of the rift between the coach and the CEO. To the extent, say another board member questioning why he didn't tell him.
No, but therefore, if there's a rift between the coach and the CEO, that has not a man with him, and now it has not been displayed to you in anywhere. Why should the board think of going for another coach? Oma has more problem. it did not affect your performance in any way. They have not come to tell you that we have problem. Then now board member, coach for. Oh no. Let's be realistic. No Kotoko board member could have called any other person they be coaching now. CEO no ne coach no problem. I don't mind go through people for some CEO. The problem was
they always make Jan quite easy now be Jan.
Man casa.
Oh, but
they have some clubs have sacked CEOs. If the CEO is a problem, they will start looking for another one.
You know, say before this Zoom meeting issue by the now this man couldn't have even there. Say almost like Ogum.
No
supporters would have.
I know that they wanted to replace.
No, American supporters are some. Imagine how
they wanted to replace Ogum long ago.
I just supporters.
I know long ago that they wanted to replace Ogum.
And the supporters would have agreed.
I said the supporters were agreed not to another matter.
Discussing based on
the fact that they wanted to replace Ogum.
Replace Ogum for what? Can they just say we are replacing Ogum? Is that their determination?
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's the determination.
No. The management. The manager who determines that the coach should go. It is not management. Ufa coach had the coach board. So it is a board's approval that will allow you to sack a coach.
Yes, but it's the first position of management.
Presentation based on what you tell them. That's why there's a board. Untimi kongaje coach and no problem.
Utie teacher do or say.
Let me teacher.
Or say obaye no. Or say on pemaswell. Or be catch board. Ye manu koye. Or the baroto buy. If you also on baroto. Or be catch ye manu koye. And it means say anytime be anu the CEO in his view feel so untimi coach be man. Or catch board no matter come.
No, it's not. That's not the conclusion.
That's my conclusion.
That is not the conclusion. Is that. So Okona got them in Pemasol on Bebusa. And in contest, Masoa was struggling in the league. Baroto had issues. He said certain things about supporters to on both.
And there's a rift between.
So I'm saying that
the CEO.
I'm not aware of that. I just say Okoye catch a board inside rift to a you need to give them you need to prove it. And yes, a chikasa no oka. Obaye ma compete. Obaye ma no koye no. Obaye ma no koye no njeze obeka no koye. You need to tell them why he should go, especially when he has won the league. He has won the league. It is also all the but two board and himself. You have to tell them why. And yes, I'll go catch your mom's even go. I know about the men on Tokwa. And you uncle. No, it is not.
For what I hear, Timer, during the Zoom meeting, the why.
Me Zoom meeting, me Ferropa. I don't want to discuss that Zoom meeting again. I know you want to Zoom meeting. I say, why should I trust you? Imana mo Zoom meeting no obeka just say board for say no, nothing like that happened. Now una me nyuni Kofi what here me nyuni to obeka Zoom meeting as much me dem nyini because the man was on the Zoom or say coach ne ka say board jo wan ka say bia na hari na me nyuni Zoom meeting ye ni enkomo ni nya Zoom meeting
coach na nkasa I said it here say coach na nkasa so I resign.
The Bubaka is not setting.
Yes, Mr. Resign, but he issued a threat. And the threat
on 13 cry.
Sana won't find
but
so issue threat.
113
so issue threat.
I mean, I did board for the cat. I need, you know. That was not good.
Now we are students of public administration. Obianim said we are criminology and I guess I'm and you would say what position what take me what position what take
baby send him a text a student of institutional mind no catch him say he is affirming the position that look the board is the highest as the most powerful decision making body. Whoever attended the board meeting attended that meeting at the instance of the board. A board and a friend somewhere. Board for say meeting a friend. So I say me see meeting before they are fine. Meeting a friend and you could see no coach no ba one can resignation asem.
Na ko fi say board no diplomatic and they want us.
Oh, that is his opinion. But me dem fi say untimi nye diplomatic enwu obi anim ase. See ko she dem na pie na ba ko ba say asem a
the diplomatic is a situation.
No, but you are saying a situation and disgracing somebody. And me pesa me GD say. Me pesa me GD say. The coach never mentioned resignation there. Why wouldn't say coach no some crop for no? I don't know my didn't come in and be a didn't come say one caswa resign.
Yes.
But back say coach no only the implications and repercussions. Okasawa resign the beba. When him say he has to give at least 1 month in lieu of notice. When him say he has to pay something back to the club. And Okachem say or you catching into the sense on team go for meeting back and go for before some resign. So they defended that position vehemently. Now me the midamiji medipa to me find so the yima kind and sia konka. Then 1 or 2 other people who also at the meeting. So he said say I resign. And when we catch him say a board member asked him on 2-3 occasions. So are you sure of what you are saying? Also I resign before na aba na okasa. Ni nyina nkamfuano. Board naturally say bibia sense Kofi. Whose report should we believe? Is it not the board?
The board never board in there, but you become beyond that. Beyond the seas.
Oh, there be massive say if a board who has a lawyer as a secretary or chocrat to say the secretary is aware say protocol diplomatic as a DNA. Me lawyer for nyesa no me o made no kre no muka o se asem say nsi me de magedi won se pa kwesi ameka obi ankare anche no wa be ka so ankasa na so no me pa kwesi de le ja fa na sam pa kwesi what me ka je so ankasa pa kwesi ankasa when I said that pa kwesi also integrity says also ankasa
what me kasa asem no
also I say it is
on to me legend on to me
what counts so to me ka je so ankasa or say on mention kotokonim
on to me
into the board member be unfriend. So it affirms our position. Said no board member has called Piquet.
Zapa kwesi ye
baby nkomara ko du no elo na papa bi ni mi di nkomo then I remember nkomo alas me no di ene nsema na ka akere me baby anko adene du no o say someone must show maturity baby adena ko du no because one menya so say Ogum was offended kotoko. Minim how you would overcast him. I say Ogum no.
Bacho, sorry. Bago Jaka Bibi about baby any go start.
I see. I saw the video. I see. I didn't want to ask him. Say, Afidiana, home na so cheap. Obi abesho mo kotoko abesha no. We kivesa abesha no. Na dey on tiase crown say obi abesha bia no eldoma bia go start abesha Diana.
Obi send a message say Adano na it's the same day.
Oh yeah, the same day now.
Ate be ma dey na so. Ata emema bebre ho mu je mo se bi mo kan kwasa zam do do. Legends and the bebre ho no Zaki to I'm serious with it. There are a lot of guys. Omu jema
maybe any for no me say be so. Legend for no tia. Oh. Maybe any for tia. I go say do mo mpene o.
Omati.
So obi abeba be say aduana wo doma na baby ani go start so ba be show mu bi
but I say eno no in the context no ka enye issue bi asa
ho ehutu enye issue ho ehutu that thousand enko na be enye charge
rival on the on permanent
enye na ba se mo we say go start enye team say obi say aduana
but the statement is too huge damn statement
what rivalry do they have go start na aduana they don't have any rivalry say obiara be say diana o say wife we have a channel
you don't
speak like this
treat an opponent a premier division club like that I'm say I don't know me Kofi dey into there but pa I'm sure Pa was very excited and Tina and some can be owa and also when he
o massage asemo o sha boss Uba Kroni bi also
and 17 na no no e dianeka ana o ma so free mo qualify ko be bia bio nti so onye adwuma ye ana dia na afara mani adwuma so you be excited say onye adwuma ye because ko be ubetina fi and 17 na man qualify ana issues aba
asem nyane canon Nene can. Go ask him now. Can I pay?
Now so I was say leadership by example, so be show maturity. Because me feel say my position is prosper and offended Kotoko. On case boni bia fanti a club no ho onya team ni boni bia.
I want to offend Kotoko.
Obia offended Kotoko. So we shouldn't create enemies for anybody within the club. Don't try to create enemies for way. More ways to creating for more way. More moi.
Almost say, but from no what teacher do. Yes, teacher do say, coach, then CEO no problem.
But after board meet during the board meeting, they will seek to resolve it.
Which problem is?
Tell me, I'm making one specifics, but at least he considered, said there's a problem, and he ain't now to be a now. I'm saying no be no so.
No, but characters like Mr. Dumo, you show me about Nusu. Characters like Mr. Dumo, you show me Okumasa and take a board no so.
The word character, I'm not
I don't say there are characters on the board, there are figures on the Gumasa and take a board. And yes, sir, whether he is right or wrong, but such statements. Some public domain. You are director of an institution like Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So Ojidi said there's a problem between the chief executive officer and the head coach of the club. And
yeah, no more responding to questions.
So you have to gain maturity over SAR responses. No, you need to master it. You need to enter a board. There's one spokesperson on the board. Papa Etani Ndingumwe. Indeed, the board, they were so intelligent to have chosen that man. They have found somebody who is so intelligent, very mature in handling issues. People like Mr. Dumont, so more banners, some more addresses. They make the issues at Kumasa.
Let's get down to the main issue. Assembly nina anything.
Assembly nina
say. See you now in a presentation to the board. Okay. The technical committee of the board felt that there are some questions the coach should answer. One of them was that season and the technical people on the board, technical committee for no year, they understand sports and football. So you cannot buy this number. Previous season, how many players? New ones.
12 or 14.
Okay, your man said 14. Ubo league, you win the league, all right. Then the coach says that 10 of them of players should go. Now, we recommend for, of course, that is clear now. Say, and yet 17 in no problem because we recommend my man say now another 10. Emra 70 based on position. This is not how it's done. And a noon church moon. Ena ekoba say. Sa players na so omo nkone ade no ene omo bebrio anyame na me de omo ba ye. By impression has been created that ye nyina coach and management nyina all ba no. And they decided to some the players we beba. Then the coach says that look anyame na me de omo ba ye. Ejima mo nka say o ma ade o ma ba no wo so o mo nsa anko obi will follow conversation. Then management for no zoom no catching the coach they all can nya no kre
liar that is
asumasi o list ade man no wum o benten no wum we kwa the assistant ne baako wo ma o do mo no mba baako a wo ya we on ne baaye we so ubegina ha kase enyo na ado mba ya na just say onye no kwafo. So I just said the coach has been fingered here. Now again the BM say players no cry na all ba no mo call here no because Sakoba say one more all ba no mo call here ni nyina e bi o cry wo na aka so mo nko cry ansa no aba and one of them is Jemfi. Na say nyame na me ka say Jemfi nko mo ana mo come coach nyo na aka je so obeba na Jemfi ko. So it was like sa recruitment sem ya hu wo kan we man ka we you are a liar ase asema bani afem panyimfo ni na mu di mu watama na mo gna panyinse mu nya din panyimfo wa entia no ena edin chinua kakra baaye no se because board ni hu di entia team age league ni recommend say 10 of the guys ebi mu ma in the last games kwa mo boy no mo wom last versus 7 games na mo boy no mo wom a defender like Ajimano events Ajimai there mo so a translation there we so on can mbela mo or French so if some of them and one of them that if you have a player a big boy like Amankuna team no invest mam ye the team nisika the entisa akoto so if it says that he should leave and then a mo boy coach in management and to be trying to justify before say and you na me say me na me say no so nya but na we na say and no ko fa sa nyama we nya bae it go make me feel say ka we obeka say a non issue so what I say you go back and the coach and then management for no mo be fa kwa bia mo be ye presentation bi to the board enya ho na mo ko sintuma agwacho because omo no they are directed they are supposed to protect the purse of the organization and make sure the organization more some Africa mo the budget aba eno na mo mfa mra yanim na yenye ba say we can we na we can we no that's why I agree with you some probably some of the board members too mo ye interview then so say come so nya bute and then mo munko na mumienu munko trash it out na mumfa a true picture enfamra na yeso ye ko bompanyimfo amane na ti mimi hu after me hu why this thing should degenerate because look na Zakito can compliment Coach Ogum Yema I think the CEOs and the management will also do same for him because it takes two to win it takes two to tango munyina na mukabu mamuji league no emuya den management no supporting Ogum what I say he agreed with them they all moved together and won the league so why should he get here and no here Koba say bia it could be that some board members are even interested in what is going on so what I say almost so any day ebia sa asumdwe na air course there are some people who may not be happy senya sa dia ka we nya asem enya asem bia yema say the oma obi koye the one mo obi anko over less now me have seen that let's look at the list of 17 now bia position ba ko bo nipa miensa and na listen so kwa him be 4 players omo free krom hadadawo omo ni mampu
and the time depending when the list was submitted to
so I'm saying that in the say for example if you want ya no na say ya no ni ho no atu kwan a say in place of ya no but coach no present we no wanye no on say e bia wo draw table na e bia position number 5 Ricky first choice
yeah.
number 2 Harry number 3 Baba Isa and this where nya we are ni pewe where nya but that's not how it was presented the 17 players yakabum so momra and hono and also another point of disagreement no or see ento 7 min ka say mo ento 17 me see where nya we are na fa we na say but let's now the brain no there one state is where nya we are wonya because okay
tell me about hono na or refer the committee to the larger facing report no one say the normal discussion was a summary
but he did not ask the committee the board to go and buy the players. It was a list to management.
Yes.
And I'm saying,
so he was telling the committee if they visit the larger
Matthias, but you see, one far list now, my board.
Yeah, I agree.
So, womana, ose omungoto players, no. For instance, if I look at number 8, one a year, or number or first choice. So who should we go for? But what I say, who should we go for?
Answered by the bigger report.
Oh, Kubafo, you give a list of 17. Tina I'm getting in no say a pepemua and a semuni wa. And why don't you tell us say Udizoma and another point of disagreement from your source. Say the can you can because board for no say the can you about the yanka. You have a tetezuta.
Yeah.
another point of disagreement. I'm saying the Tetezuta guy from Mediema is a student of the coach at Kivas.
Kivas, yes.
And the suspicion, where they know from support them, say he wants to plant.
What supporters no?
No, I mean, you say I would open so just said the canyon because they may lay emphasis. Say Tetezuta no, and I'm so a coach in favorite. To say there's Alex Ferguson here, you know, Michael Owen. No? So we what league now? Don't mean league that. Only Premier League title. And Madame for the Granada by Man U. Never near Premier League according to the same. You are so powerful to be into me and coming on the Babaji League. And Owen Liverpool for the mates on one Premier League. Strong. Tetezuta. Oh yes, Tetezuta no. And none of the coach. You near break of Africa. Na Tetezuta me here. Grano. Now say more bomb me the egu.
Namu the mudi aba.
No be so onim the player political career. Go and check the 10 players the coach says say omunko.
You understand?
You understand some of these issues.
Yeah.
So what you say?
I agree. I want to meet you say.
For instance, Ebia Mengas will be a player there.
Safutila.
But na Safutila say no be there.
But captain no.
Me nim so kan there ba me say enti no we munko. Na coach say the OCS we munko because ebi matena. The number of times born come Bobby and appearances ne sa na mana anyone say we etna ho na we ko enti aye issues am fi se ka ayimu no the issues that could be solved. So why are we here? To minim so na we can ego says akito ne ka say and no na teacher do conclusion say Kofo no muntamu tina am ya bedru baby edri
and okay I see during sa time they work no the omoye discussion on the list no and na who say omuntamu so teacher do there during that time no and obehu ye but I know said there were other board members no munim the dada just that omo dem from abontin so you cannot hang them on it of course yes I know say omo the dada
Sani ma very problem.
You see,
No, this is it.
There have been times, sir. There are serious disagreement with people with management. You say, Obia Canadian, also a Canadian. You do see on, but life goes on. Move here. Issue based.
My mention baby a problem no.
Issue based.
Also way different no.
My mention baby a problem no. We dey na work and had na what the example no. Once all class no so obe ka one of the parties you know are softening stance kakra. Oka say be Kofi Zakito na nya obe ka na bia Kofi decide say ono no be ba fom kakra. Kakra na ekoso Kumasi Asante Kotoko no. The program of Dr. Prosperity Ogum, the philosophy, direction of person work in ye. The management's position on what direction on person so on the club and economy. And to see disagreement on players, they also acquire. Dr. Position, Dr. Ogum, the position on original management position on original. None of the two parties is well in say or best soften the stance and kakra. Everybody believes that on any position, you know, a supreme should reign and work at Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Nobody is ready to swallow BB. So a very principled Dr. Ogum and a very principled Nana Acheampong. Na semena Brebiano can say two captains etana shepumua Brebiano Asemba. Enti picture na what their mind. And then some now no ideal in Kenya issue, but a issue because none of the two parties now more yet discussion. None of them is ready to soften the stance or be from kakra. No. But see, this is the point. For Kumasi Asante Kotoko club in Dawana, and it in the last season. No? The best for Kumasi Asante Kotoko, and the same Kasani Pami Nukui on the Twaswa Ejumano. Because I baby I'm a Kasasi Mufiase. Aduma Dr. Ogum Babe Fire Kumasi Asante Kotoko no. Nana Acheampong management and man all the necessary support. But let's not forget, it was a time a Kotoko team na call from Kakra because of issues Amareno Barreto Ejaho Ekoye. This coach came, inherited Kumasi Asante Kotoko, started changing the narrative from negative to positive. And Barreto exit, ended the arrival of Eye Ogum no. Between that space of time, no sa period, no, utim say Ogum besi sa normal be. Emma the discussions around Kumasi Asante Kotoko be positive. Players at the Dr. Ogum. Experienced players, any players are normally very green from Division 1, Division 2. In the space of 3 weeks, Ejuma Dr. Ogum, Eyan was our players and home. You started Premier League in Boana Isaac or Pomo Bo, Edema Kumasi Asante Kotoko. So he understood the philosophy of Kotoko. Young players are more back for the future. You pay to better side young players and I say. Dr. Ogum understood that philosophy and that the best out of these young talented players. And Odomo boy. Kotoko be season and Mekano hybrid. Let's not forget once again. With 3 games to the end of the season, now Kotoko Aji League. With now points to spare, now Kotoko winning league no and Dr. Nate Ogum. Now, fast forward. Se coach na yesadi we ya. Na se Kotoko a task. A year more bigger than Ghana Premier League, which is the Champions League. Kotoko ebe here nice recruitment. Powerful one.
Another point of disagreement by Akosono because you look through the list. For instance, 4 or 5 from Division 1, be unattached. So let's not include big time players. As for instance, the supporters would have wished to see by the
because of the African campaign.
Say African the expectation probably among many they want to see big names. But Prosper thinks that the coach Dr. Ogum thinks that no team building so no psychological PhD. Okay, so again there are few issues about the kind of players, but the coach says these are the players. Me, I'm the man. These are the players I mean for say. Yeah, the qua no ye be here. So then it's about now one more. Yeah, the baby. Say homo mukui. Ebi far better than a dear yabui. Me can't me baby say issues no. A issue because you pick a player we all discuss. Usually you all discuss management, the almost perspectives, but coach, you know, reasons in time if we say we but I don't think they even have time.
Oh, legend, I want to start free, you know. The all can you say is done all over baby as I know. We say, oh, your mass Allegri, we hear Popoba reasons in any day. Okay, Popoba, the management so point of view, and okay, Popoba will be a good player. And investing in Popoba is done everywhere. But the point is that Kotoko management and Ananea Ponsa and the daughter Prosper Nate Ogum and also no believes in normal how person in normal. It drew the point of discussion. None of them and are you ready to say what's about from Kakra? Problem and it was any problem can you say? But I be big because none of them is ready to soften this stance kakra. And tell the management bet match okay fine also pay play away okay based on this and that dot yes run can manage my okay dot and social no maybe okay fine I will try now dot and so me convince play away the mestremo because of ABCD we den kamunya no man kona mo fa we mame no so management so aba from kakra but problem na da ho ne say na ne aponsa nya na adwene so obeba from na Dr. Ogum so nya na adwene so obeba from two principled personalities, two principled na ne aponsa, two principled what they say Dr. Nate Ogum and no matter ho and no na skeleton na akwa do board assembly free wa o ma tina resolve this idea no and I could do board and I didn't explode. Now let me go into this one kakra the legend.
Now wait for it now for
wait for it the one na me kono Kumasi Asante Kotoko board no omo dwuma die kesi di pa na me adoma Monday say meeting e be so between omo ne Dr. Ogum no me let me say this me so me aware So doctor
and technical committee and board
technical committee in the
board
but the board should be interested at this point in time because so which year movie releasing on the buy and also they say
I think the technical committee that you should meet.
Yes, almost going on in the media space and idea for media space now dented the reputation of the institution the entire board should be interested. Now me aduma man do mu sha doctor na te Ogum be kwa the presentation the PowerPoints be bia come at their mom. But enya me wawa. Says Ogum no on your opportunity. Say based on enormous year within this week about the resignation. And the fact that legend we pa. Say a management member Babon Timbeka said the coach has said say we resigning no. I said the camp of Dr. Ogum Papa. The central for cannot answer that hano because he believes that their media personnel and central for na yo modwuma baby e betimi aka no kra na so betimi atwantro 10 dey answer that hano but they had the camp of Dr. Ogum Pa and the fact that a management member came out to say he has resigned in the camp of Dr. Ogum they still say it is a plot to get rid of him. Some management ain't me a friend no on also tender in a resignation letter officially. Now you discussion before board. Now Obibe through quickly to go out a management member to go out and say Dr. Ogum Akache board on say will resign. He sees that one as the idea of the entire management. Or for Emmanuel Dasuberi some no kind say it represents the management of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And the management and person get rid of one Dr. Ogum.
No no so affair.
Eti Ogum eko board in anima. Obey the presentation. I'm giving you the breakdown. My man no me be koso.
Oh, and
no me be koso na me.
Obey say I can 2 minutes.
Enti ono le be ko board no akwa presentation no. But based on ensema memate ne de me ne wo share no. So on your opportunity to exit with their friend mutual termination without penalties near that you leave the club.
That's where they will get you.
The friends of it Mike said I cannot work with the management.
He will leave the club based on what they say or seminar. One thing a very key the statement of Emmanuel Dasuberi. And to me say no do that point. That's one from management and I say Ima so read the apologies or official then they are fine. But based on the position of Emmanuel Dasuberi no coach in general said that is the picture, that is the representation of the management of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Mbajo say
on that day
me say
on ba wancho
me say when I was we judge man so nya
John pa wancho
on pa ono coach ni choni
say
what can smart on so
David amon kasa
no mo kan
amon ka don't bet me aka me
the demand of the coach
but don't bet me aka say you were not the one to go and publicize
therefore
enti be aboard for nyem na no say me call I aired in granting that interview but so mpa coach na chode asema waka mate no
na sasa waka to coach no
waka dey to coach uda mu mfa le ten sa ne enko ne waka dey to coach asema waka mate no me pa mate say bia let ten board friend bia you are not a spokesperson no also call granting interview bia wa bontin to that extent I'm sorry man but say go back coach na chode bra so pa and then
anti legend Dr. Ogum Beko ono obeka koye saade no eno me be
no academy management ni nyaju
me say likely so betimia ende wo ho
no they can me how you end it no is it mean team management ni nyaju na say moyam adwuma mejai
no based on eno ma na akokọ koso no be ma
tibia me there's no trust
then owia no a kire say ensem na yima kra di
for mami
it means that management
elididie ewo me mu ya no ready back ma when him say along the line way before this meeting the coach told the administrative manager operations administration say opese on in delay on phone near DBM any correspondence should be sent to his mail in a protocol letterhead. What you say? So opese only me you can't send yeah. And elsewhere,
any issue.
And say you send me a mail. Or no, say you come my there's evidence. Send me a mail. Now, Mr. reply. Yes, sir, we can have. And Basibia the phone and now WhatsApp now. The Uber copy panel there. Uber say. And this happened long. I check a crowd. Say, send me, communicate to me through my mail, and then. Na ohia aboche for ni ade ndie sa no mo ye sa no mo ye elsewhere ni ade no mo make sure say everything is mail based.
That is when
official and it is mostly is networked. Enti asema me ka che hari no Kofi Wiki or copy of it ni ade omo ya no mo hwe ne said that asem bi ba say unim if they had been used the mail system and ka Jamfin they say you need to say Jamfin ko you go coach and say nyamia management so na aka e enti ka sa na man ye well documented obi a player we na recommend here we na we sa na man ka sa na me ba ha no we don't take records
almost ogum na ka say Jamfin ko answer na
almost say before he arrived no more players are or person but okay say mama draw the time and coach ne ba no ogum na akwa ye kra ka wa say onim what was going on okay o ko ha o ye we o meet old players no or friend one is or friend no circle phone bia na come grab a can bi wa so friend no ebusa no ho nsem enti no numbers o mche say players kra o mo call ye no he was part of the decision to let some players go so what I say ha because no eno makasa ye o mo recommendation me here we ma we nko position we me the way na eba and no say some of those decisions na nyo no a eno so ya no nyina na tena ase fast a plan no se si ayenim de no kre ba se ka emails ni ade na ya ka wa print na ade aba enti at a point no no request that's what I hear my the say fa email ni ade no say university community dey send me head of department we send me ni respond na wo ho network secretary no obi we obi yenya ne sa me fa phone ko kasa na china obi an ko kasa nyame am kan bia so I know say one of the see ade and the be say said I can be and go for we the mean team no
ebedu that point on over kwa presentation what happened last season si bia the season e call
no so I can say yes coach we the yesu into
the program and no so person or the bar any other but based on circumstances no obetimi asre is because of a normal biblibe what contract no mumbi no mo sign no se kotoko decide say opamo ogum a e normal also mo yedema ogum so ogum so decide say ono so be resign ya and normal also ono so as an individual
be mutual
ono so what is likely to happen and say ebia they will call for mutual termination without any of the parties so what I say and this is what is likely
unless the board no betima come ma to adwuma no so
that is the
munko to aso
that is the
second why untimi nya adwuma no
what I say so that is the next thing so the board can also call Nane Aponsa some of the management members near Frugum so ne be an personal assistant be no matemase no my discussion about how best on betimi marry or mono bobia be bearing differences no more on my 2 hour so that one too is possible when you turn and say asante kotoko no say them can start here na menim why when the club is on ascendancy say rise here na bibia boom na isi
elali na we be ho
no you turn and say omo no Ubo say end that point and they achieve a lot then they come to restart it again but we say they don't get to the ultimate goal so must start a project bia omo kwa so mo kwa nya bibipa no bo say na bibia bom na ade ni nyina adwire
ba for break na exactly to momunwe
ta o ka asem bi Kofi kasa na nche say at a point the coach asked the administrative manager say
openema email written down nyankomo ye kasim bia o ka che bia embanto yen send email
enye nkrata so yes ebia obi ka say e best practice minji ho achi but you see what informed that
because I know na adanse wom
then quantina ye pa dance be brain.
It's a sign no.
Until I'm say
No papa bi
next
agofi.
practice am
No papa bi amene e daily wo. Omo no me no mienu aye meeting awie no. Ya kan asema awie no. O say ye wo ba bi common place ye de ko. Na me ko ka say meeting na ye no. And some ye kind we agreed on the following. Now wako endo zampa. Yeah, the two of us met and this is what we discussed. That is a problem. That's a standard practice elsewhere. Say emailer or send here or say obi or ye involved be an enyebi. Because they don't want the situation where they do baby we win a year. We win a year. So I'm sure Dr. Ogun was bringing the university practice. So the M5 emails ending come said there will be evidence. Baby I call WhatsApp. And yeah, they are there no, you know, we copy panning there.
Yeah, how you know? Agreed. University practice, best practice elsewhere, standard practice, all me. A bien one may contest, but I'm saying that.
That's a corporate practice.
Corporate.
Corporate.
Yes, but I know it, you know. Where
body corporate, PG. The body corporate.
You're normal.
Go manga.
If you hold no more, you had a discussion with Nipakono. Sometimes I come to your office. If you are a personal, if you also say you may have, but I come to your office. And yet, official as an official. But I'm not
that me no me no come all the different but say adie be a adwuma no asem de send an email and we in fact we have started it. I say oh you use the email system when you have a report o send there to a common email obi meka se man kasa and the go for second year obi meka se man kasa
oh say you have me say na normal city you say go hokra na
let's improve
uko nipa di nkomo wa chi ansa na afa wo di aba
and to this go wa chi na de ba adanse ni fatum
fine
same team fan say ebia yima na ya administrative manager of the club say ebia kotoko e ko doma kwa akobo game bi na ebia hotel arrangement bi o ma ye any route ni ade so mo ko mo belo so you send the code and email say you better timer hotel e wa ha say so I think that is the example of it.
Send a mail say look exactly. We have agreed say ahani better na be program na the brain we have accepted it. Players now recommend it and be a man zeka we 17 players no enye and COVID why no because people were not meeting. The 17 players could you please state which ones are your first choice, second give us explain it so that and Kasani ma we nyina me I go for that one.
It's good but beyond it I see something.
I go for that one.
Me push it there but beyond it I see something.
Nipa didie no ha jinga
e bia le de pa kwasi ayi asama we gina wo kan we ke mail a pa kwasi
obeda go send mail say obi afrem
tama I'm going to market bi make kakra Monday aye me who say make say defining or redefining moment for how I wish to say that no can say you wish a certain day comes faster or say earlier no
any league na ye di Jesus say ko bon
how I wish
ye no man na yesu
Monday comes and go faster
go be akwa obi bon nu mo si so na obi kan asem no si o di yesu amawa na je say wo fa yeah ye no man na yesu
mo number
Jesus Christ
ajenkwa
is even in the name of Jesus what the boy nine
it is
engofo awu ajenkwa na nkasa
they are dominated by prophet in
there be back ma me nka Jesus na me kan ono back no born go nya bi mo
ajenkwa na nkasa
Jesus na born
Yakubu Mohammed wom Jesus
ye ka Jesus Mohammed no onye starter
na Jesus ya okay Jesus
Yesu na born na
na Jesus say na Man City for na almost more Champions League that was the ultimate goal
but Momo League
that's not Momo ultimate say tough for
and one is abeka say one day 1,000 days
yeah
1,000 days
and the Bible there also that's
but so Jesus there no God say Momo Champions League no
okay
choose to deliver no say no ma bre ha ma me nko bo mu nua no 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 so
maybe who calling for cool-headedness I'm calling for cool-headedness on Monday.
Na say Monday the assembly any wo ana
Tama I know you
assembly
I know that
Monday boy sure say bibi be ehu
oh the concluding part
Monday who
you know say zoom ana
that Monday you push in person
by the technical committee
yes Tama
and our board ni
board no baby technical committee will meet.
But we don't make the rules. You have a Monday no come in.
What they am sir, but
we almost a crowd, but change venue.
The concluding part.
But it's Monday. Very crucial in the life of Masa Santi Kotoko. Monday.
Crucial, being.
Tama, this is Monday that.
When you go for delay African Cup preparation.
Thank you. So you see why the Monday is very crucial. Because Monday, no, Ebeka, a Siwa, Kotoko Chita for a Donwama, means to say Brosumpo. Ebeka Kocha, what really Kotoko supporters in heart because of the Wababe in a short time. I'm home.
Coach, there.
And now,
we are man for dragging to
resignation.
By legend, in fact, mirror who you.
That's why they are
the academic daughter was being dragged into the mud.
Is not happy. Say, to use a word he didn't use. You see, no, say serious. I'm confirming your stance on the letter. Say, to use a word that.
Now, only say some of his guys. As it was a statement of intent. Have you heard that one?
On the part of intent or on the part of
the coach? Or said the resignation or kind. It was a statement of intent. Or on Tiano. And Tiano have a statement of intent. I say anything.
Oh, okay.
On the catch of one neck. Statement of intent.
Intent is something you wish to.
A statement of intent. Oh, I know so I call you. No,
close to resignation.
Maybe usually, no. I'm saying they know patch and say, "Hey, na a based on certain conditions."
Yes.
Say, men cast me jai. Nimum ze say ni say. Ena me pesa me ye. Say ni say and see. So that is one. And then I say I can. I have spoken to somebody who is close to him. Our chair say it was a statement of intent. I say. Me I'm confused with board for now. The internet to be on the safer side. Me say me jitum into because something like that, and then no quite close to that happened. But board for say NC, and I trust them.
No, sir. Okay, in my interview now, I came here and I was making that friend, but I said, why do you not go home? You might even never use a word say what is on it. Okay. Quotation now.
Oh, you should then.
You say then then look for and I want to get
not coming back.
No, let me get that quotation. Okay.
And there's an Iman here, Bonibia.
No, sometimes say okay.
The Iman can so resign there.
I say August resignation is irreversible.
Obi Matiso, also Obi so say Mungo pe coach for Anamba. Anya na okay.
Say Ogun can so go pe coach.
No. I'm saying no so pimo. Some do so. But the finals of finals is a statement by Kwame Mensah.
Respected by the diplomatic.
Esquire.
Respected.
Back on Monday, no. Monday will be very interesting. I'm hearing Sometymer himself will sit on his throne and direct affairs. I'm hearing. I'm also hearing. Say, Tama, Kofi, don't be surprised that the previous now a statement where now come home. So inside here, don't be surprised.
Touch it down.
I'm also hearing Tama say there's the chances that
I didn't some.
Na uma asenya na ochire ni ye
what is some yeti
Sometymer ebe ka kire Ogun se onkoye na adwuma
adwuma no nyaye be na me ntiase no
so say enna me ye mi so
the board says that the man has never
men tete dia wotete no
so
Ogun me nua zakito say aha Ogun machine na Ogun watoba
bon ka say how the watoga temkwa bon ka say wejai. How do you go be? A better than a Juma on gas away. What's about frozen coffee?
But say you understand, sir. Based on some Kenya, you understand, sir, there are issues.
There are issues that embody down whether so a giant. Because he has not said that according to Kwame Mensah. Timintia said the same board now. Almost say on resign. On Messaka as a Koyo.
I had a mammy diplomatic statement in Birmingham. There are issues we can come out with.
Diplomatic, and I also go back to Ima. Say, BB say,
oh, but you can say that. You can say that. because you bet me the about my use one me example issue about Kofi Kenetama time issue a statement this but he calls Kofi to his office you're discussing you're solving internally. It could be one of those
can be our boss position.
No, the man can say
BBC name no
you bet me a savage situation no you dey free public space ya be catch the public and say bibiansi afi ogum brafie na na abonsan brafie ya solve issue no internally me yi public na me free
asa na na abonsan ogum nya ase
diplomatic you get it
e dey asa na abonsan ogum nothing.
Oh but say I saw my you be say now me break down this
a football reasoning football say I agree with you like Babesa na ka say one Spence Antonio Conte also no on the turn no nye choice by Daniel Levy choice e bi kura say Darwin Nunes na nye crop choice but crop in the end on kind entino eno no eno na entokwa
and na Matthew say when it gets to a point omumie no entime adwan ko benkrum we anti we gina the position now we gina the position say na mechirum none of them is ready to soften the stance e be gina that point there na problem aba because we believe we say family de na adwuma we so gidi say family de na adwuma enti say ba ko amafom say na say yes say obi agina say then no problem aba
to the extent that there was accusation and counter accusation no whereas
normal
against each
normal but
management meetings near the end
so the word escalation the moment it escalates
when it gets to that level no problem aba
normal point
there was a meeting obi fi say abi adwuma bi onye niye and then they providing evidence serious oh there be ade na me hu no somebody should have done this we say we anye we there another thing ade na we say yes gidi o but at the end of the day the chair of the meeting obi anka na sem kan asem we okay it's good e chair say okra wo ye monitoring kawa ade no hu ye chair ka hu until just okay me ditum we there na so kenya you say when you are a committee, when you are a group of people working, a day, a better than I possible say, because you see, Coach Odum has his philosophy as a coach. Now, after so many years of being an agent, a big cry, one of her players or more resale value.
Yeah.
As I will be a season and the other in that 3 beer, you bet him I got $500,000 bill. Yes, it's good we need to win the league. By any say, Ogum said there be. Because I go through the list, to say, man, say if you have 4 or 5 players from Division 1, if you are no full, say it doesn't matter. We should get Kotoko. Okay, say maybe Joe family, Abbas, I say has any Division 1 for neighbor. When has we even making attempts on Benya Joe family, Abbas say or catching and paying for has any Division 1 players neighbor. So a yet then you have differences. It's not make us say moving on. Kotokone has and they should also look at the issues of sporting directors. That coach here in the list here, cause a technical as a director be on war. Edu. Or no so baby him. I can say look whether this place will suit the philosophy of the club.
Paratici.
Yes, sir. These things will keep coming.
Don't motov.
Maybe.
Ogum motov. Omne kwa na Barcelona umtraza kakake. These things where Mama Joe, I'm going to quarantine. You see, these things it will happen.
Yeah.
It will happen.
If you don't have a
CEO for bar, unless say we budi CEO or no the coach the Abentian Koto. It will happen. Or you CEO officer football where the cheni moi.
But
me. I have a type of player. Kofi me. Me play ultimate ball here the me play some more flair and skills. So number 2, number 5.
It doesn't matter the position.
Me play team players.
You know, Bisaka 7.
So one Bisaka, woman's coming tono. So ope Zena. You see Alexichenko. Unyabo na we number 10. You number 10. Zena. We number 10 converted to number 3. It was a far ball now. Oh, didn't you ask now? No. So Arsenal player number 5 great me to change.
But they all can.
It is a coach, you know, say Jose Mourinho.
Aha.
Tokwa besi.
And Tokwa besi. Into Edru wana. Edru sa point na. who see you no players or more flare more born
coach is also say
coach is gidi say no so players or so direct ye kwa compare results and to do that point na e do that point na nka say
o say o he program no na me mo say that ben crowd a wo back
o catch na answer say and me can ha say no so we me yo wa here zoom no na management baby catch na say very soon yeah me chia na ire so me chia Nana is doing very well in London.
Oh yeah, I said Onyeska pa.
Onyeska, he's doing well. Yenga so be Onyeska. He's doing well. Nyame adom. But he works hard.
Yeah.
Abochoji so be Onyeska. Oh, I am more of a Juma chain politics. In the catcher and answer. Something na koy, oko UK no.
Nanu ye.
Oko they be oko for pan.
Yeah, me kind.
Na me count. Nana is a nice person. Nyame shano mwanu. Jack, into womi empome.
Yeah.
Yampona. You be fa phone, you be amato.
Me patrol. Ene and regional coordinating councils you know. NCC meeting no baso ho no ne. So RCC meeting no baso ne. And also so I'm calling for cool or calm heads. Yempe gidi basa bia already the FCI yem facing me ye. Momo sankofa bi ma meka ho because they meditate on the ground so no say omantimi am put normal in order. One here no so akwakwaya sem foforo. Enti yesre wo mo a cool heads omonko hwe na monko tutu bibia na omma bibia anko kama.
This agreement dey be bada.
Maybe as me say coach but the reporter ba because me feel say maybe mistake ni be free nya na say there shall have been prior discussion with the coach before anka be board no.
Management and the coach.
Yes. For better explanation. Nanka omunya coming to a
the coach wrote a report.
I some kind of kind
but I'm kind
for example on the 17th list.
My example back. Let me give you one example. There was a meeting. I'm told before Accra Lions the last game. Okay. I am not me careful because be na baby what free and no or by me kakofi me ka because the reporter I said coach no for instance wanted team no to be ready team not to be ready before preseason.
Yes,
like me preseason
yeah, some of the players in Yama or full complement
and yes I am baby and this was the point of disagreement between the coach and the CEO. Say look again he wanted to know players who were living.
Yeah.
And the point, how would we know?
And your transfer latest ones no.
No, woman obenjo for yentimi hu because they say we are still talking to people.
Yeah.
Yebeko board. Then we will present a budget to the board. Board no and there was some my permission put to sell. So board no my kwanya sebia ebia man say obi so be 1 million bella. Okay. So board no catch say keep Mbella, we will find the 1 million for you. Mbella stays.
Yeah.
And also there be mo budget episode nti mumma Mbella ne mfegi for no nkona mo nkonya bia 1.5 bi mre
to supplement.
So these issues are issues we cannot sit here and determine. But according to what I heard, Odgum wanted to know. What I say, MP na bia na be start season na oh here so contra for another point. Who's that their report said the coach was not aware. Say players no come Moldova no. But a management member tells me said the coach was aware. But meanwhile their report say he wasn't aware. And I said obia hu de and the email never know.
Yeah.
He was aware that these players will go on trials. He was aware I can Muda 1 month and that they were trying to convince Muda to extend it so that they can do business with the club there. And Neman be aware as coach in aware. Meanwhile, the coach was aware. Oh, and I don't make us in my opinion, I could be wrong. It looks a bit trivial. And someone Muye Kua was a ultimate trust now. But only a ban when one things are not one and now can but I could say look I've studied sports psychology
in the university
to the PhD level.
Yeah.
I teach people.
Yeah.
One best on me PhD trauma there.
Yeah.
Where's the me look?
Yeah.
I've been a football agent. I've also studied sports law.
UK.
The captain me no teach you.
You could do that.
Me I've also studied sports law. I've been selling players.
You could do that.
Enti me nim.
You could
player wo ton wo ko ton wo ablucha ye to.
I forgot my say.
Wo so no. Upi, you know, so my throat thesis are defending before a panel.
Now, when he becomes an academic doctor, he becomes a point of reference in academia.
Yes, but
Dr. Ogum 2003 wrote this, so it's a point of reference.
The Bankers Association, or say on TSS, yes, a PhD for also inside your university, and that almost so PhD for so because. Me if I have masters, I'm for near I didn't my year 30 years. I'm in the industry with my experience. I'll catch him say, will be at 3 years, yeah, okay, PhD, you know.
Yeah.
On which we change of what they are banking.
Also, I'm about 2012. And I'm it was a directive say everybody.
But what the guy is saying is
want to lecture in the university.
My year bank, MD, different banks. Yeah. They also mean to mean to be bank. Yeah. This will be on no now your SSC one
education
PhD versus practical and I am ponza. And coach say, look, these are the players who meet in the African.
Exactly.
Honestly, we mo
yeah.
Africa we could we out on a can go for break.
Enti send a trivial issue, but that point of you beyond ten young kwasena. And no na ababidru this level. Which I'm to ababidru the principle of Dr. Ogum, the PhD holder. We're into coaching today.
Sports law
and a sports law.
He must
UK.
He must say, me have been a CAF and FIFA instructor.
Exactly.
I'm DF deputy general secretary.
None of the two parties. And they ready say. Or best soft ten the stance. Or better form kakra. Dr. Ogum principles against Nana Aponza principle. Two captains in the same ship. Legend. What is our word? I'm say highly inflammable.
But say more put into positive effects, so it's the best combination.
I want to care, and I'm saying ideally, I wasn't coming to us. But when we that point, it seems none
but
of
still
them.
I insist also to us.
That baby, you know,
the posture of the management
timer
it doesn't make.
I don't know how to posture of management. Why? Why not posture of? Why not posture of?
Based on from Wednesday, one thing is very clear. The management that has come out.
No, a man that has come out.
Oh, you might represent the management.
No.
Oh, Mr. Otuo, you can't differentiate from the management of the
No, you can.
How?
You can. You
differentiate him from the management.
You can.
Then why Argentina Ima can't assassin no? Officially, because they could have killed this story, but also deny it.
No, but it still means Ima granting an interview. So I boxing into management. So church on your video Facebook. Is that all you pay for? You have been writing all the things you wrote. You have been writing me. I disagree with you.
As good Nico go from Bong.
Intimimra. Neighbor.
The private deal.
So he also granted it as a private
granted
person.
interview as the.
So what is the difference?
He granted the interview as the operation.
There are times, maybe. No. There are times you write issues that we discuss, including Zakito and myself. Okay, I don't normally write on social media, but more assembly has some matro. Is it on Hip FM? So maybe.
But we share our opinion on.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Say, Asamna Imako can unless you also want to play the same mischief. It is Emmanuel Dasube who granted an interview to. And he did not
as operations
as he occupied a certain office.
So that's what I'm saying, sir. Zakito, office, office, baby at in your office. Yes, office here. Zakito has been writing consistently on positions, sir. Any one of them, I disagree with him.
But
Obi Tibebia, Obeka FM. Do you know that? So I'm saying that. Let us not box the two. When Ima speaks officially, our issues of Kotoko management or board meeting, or PA, no people say what he heard. How do you say that is management? At the same meeting, Ima is the spokesperson for. Is he the spokesperson for Kotoko?
No.
Every cracker, I'm the spokesperson now, and I CEO now. but he spoke as a person. And what then there ekotuja. And yeah, addresses I don't say it's management. Say say because management did not come.
But so he's saying somebody is wrong to say the communication from Emmanuel Dasoberino. It represents the position of the management.
He is not wrong, but I'm so not wrong to say
exactly.
And your management.
And the person can say
to be wrong.
The person can say that is the current position of Ogum Kampono.
But me position is a human grant interview.
Yeah. That one too is respected.
Me yes sure say Okokasa no Kubusa Adenta and there was a management meeting that asked him to go and see what he said. But what I say, if you English and smart Kofi Ricky say Ongo Kansi may different from the Kofi Nama Sokori Mampong. No be a share no so now or a party no what the person will not be fair to say that is or a FM. And the management there exactly too. Most of men you so be for management in my same way. Because okay, maybe there me I don't think it's mine. I'm not sure.
Omokam krade hono mujina.
I almost say omo no camp.
In my position there.
Omo imano so e wa asem for so camp no.
Yeah.
Nti mama yen dealing with.
You see why?
Yen dealing with
why they think this way.
So they sit here.
Who say initially when this started working, one person na oni manante like a close friend was doctor oni ima.
Oh,
like
still
their relationship.
Still they have a relationship.
Who say tama do baby na ukai tama issue.
Still they have a.
Na no jaye. Who say do baby na do baby no. Remember who say do baby no. Do baby na fe.
Who say no jaye.
Me say do baby no on drive no biom.
The coach knew his way around. Because Kaiman and drive Barreto. Because na Barreto nim baby. I know you Kano. So at the point he's a Ghanaian, he knows everywhere. So that's all.
Who can say do baby no? He say Iman Kasano. That time no Iman at the point in time had issues with Nani Amponsa.
Me name those things.
Yes, at the point in time.
You see, we are not making say. Yeah, Juma. You have issues, though.
Normal.
Yeah, Juma.
Yes, we normal.
We may disagree on a number of issues.
But today,
and on just say,
some issues.
When they had issues today, they are together. So
and they have always been together.
No, at one time they had issues.
No, but they were still together.
Yes, but today they are more together than they were earlier.
They are more together.
Yes, because issues.
They are more together. Say. They are more together. Say. Yeah, what is the meaning of they are more together? They have always worked for Kotoko.
They are more closer now.
But if 1 or 2 weeks, assembly see, na say nye me don na nama, doesn't mean that they are more together. No. You see, I tell you, remember. Now, there will be time I also need some. Maybe you were not that close because of what was happening. What I say, maybe I only go feel Ricky because of what. So I'm saying those are non-issues. Oh, those are non-issues. And carry. I'm say when we disagree on recruitment, everywhere it happens.
Yes, issues are not issues.
Remember, was stressing on. We issue only our son issue platform so but we move.
When you see when we disagree issues
are not issues. But when it gets to a point of still now we cannot find solution to that issue now bana. Now I feel that issue to problem. Like the issue Kofi time and Kofi yeah able to do baby then one comes down, so what I see you now, my German the boss, fine. And so it has been resolved. Issue now could do baby and issue. But when it gets to the point, say, Obia, that's what Jinan position
because
it's a problem.
Because people must show leadership.
So
we expect the directors of the club to resolve it amicably. Chairman, I say Navi Yanko Masuni Yanko. As a froze,
Agoji na kase.
Your first Agoji.
No crepa. Median Kasa, Chinabo Kodia.
I don't feel Kumawu.
Me patron legend.
Warfare cinema. Then if you Agoji.
Agoji, Agoji Chilesi Kani. He said the order Sometymer.
So, yes, Kenny.
Sir.
Exactly. Was the guy better?
Oh, the other whole you mean to me, because my say wow.
I go your bio. No, say. I say what fashion no. I say, and he know you have TV.
Castle. me ko danjan ko he ya nanamo Ghana ne Madagascar ball no Black Star ne Madagascar no me ko sra Black Star for no na me ko Castle ko sra nanamo
na dia na wo ye den we ye den
ni nyina ne se me ne abranti asesi amayi miti eje wokon no asi wa ma Black Star fi se na ye wodo so nku bia na ye de tie Black Star for na chi odo na yira atete apansam no ana masa bobo no edeba so I'm the face now
sir ti dia una wo didi
no kwasem
odi kansu yen
una ndize dia na wo ye no
we after Ghana ni Nigeria nkunimdie ne baaye no
uko bia na
na me chele me na me fa nwura mu ko ye no
o fa nwura mu ne ko
ada urefi wampa won kai
na me ni ha
kafra
na matukwan na me follow
stadium abra ya board run na me didi na me isu no arese na ti no na me fa short we fa bush wo
aba bush ben
na sa video na etwa go no
to na ko Nigeria no
straight
na ne ma wo de go do
Ghana must go tini e kwa kata no but na me wo mu afa Nigeria no o ma draw e hia wo kata ampa God willing to
na me just say enema esun na de koy
ya kwa no straight to kata so am see dey be am say Ghana must go and then we have to go
and the kata no be ko bi
nyameti ase
mana do be ko
ya na ba kwisi wona aka ba ko e be
mana do be ko
me agent no
our agent
mpacho I for be boss ya me fa ni din nsie kakra but official edin ametimi aboye Sadat Karim former House of Folk player na say si wo Sweden no na me so na e ma sa link we nyina ba nya no na GFA enso ashu akoma pa wo mse wo monso no e wo ho akwanya se o betimi de makọ nya no nko aga na ni bi e ka na koma so opeso so mase na opeso oboa me e wo de miye mu se Black Star betimi akosoro face afi we nkunim di afi
na he na otia odidi ofia na mo ze kosua bi de na odi no
nuane ne de amanfo na sponsor ntibe ebi wa the same time me di gobe no ne bi akosua ayache ebi wa mudura na so obolokura kan different food
ne go for the abro
de besi utim bia utimi kotoba ne abobo ano when say we washa emo no kwenkwen wom awache wom fried rice wom
na wodi ni na
ye di ni na bom one time free say ni je ande ba
now we dey adwuma be
ye adwuma o Heaven Showers Enterprise
sir
patro be be ton plumbing materials papa me papa ne Mr. Asare Safo Emmanuel patro
minim da agoji
patro
na din agoji no one of them
legend edin ne de efrime nkola abrim ye wani tu ya said akumawu omo share ohun se oda ache so we legend ya de Sometymer Otuo me din ti udi na mi so nti na ye ma ho apa agoji no akonya yama mamentia mikro mu hene bere ma asafo twene bo akodi sanate mama mi muso ama wo sanate na me ma me ya bene wa ono na wo frɛ me agoji em say agoji no patro so ni bi mensa bet mensa papa mi nickname ehye kokuom
ani agoji skewura no
enti de bia wo ba na
ti a kokuma wu
me patro ani ko
ne se do e popular ho pa o mami fa me phone calls na afi ye sign off ni nkwa agoji but just say
Sancho Ashebako
na say off season dey amamu
they be say we dey
o sa ye ni nkomo 0322494401 0322494477 hello good morning
yeah good morning
yes sir
Ibadan ya be ma ko de poku ni Atosu market
kojo ye tie o
openi mi se mo ba Atosu market ya tu oyi te pa oni mi se bo a mezi na openi pacho ya ko so ko bi kuma fi asanti ko to kono ila so ya de ke be sente uniform omo so ko ya ko na ni aponsa ni ko ya aka onya aka oya ka se una wa fana bi chanika coach is boss no just so na mo se kada ne ko me ni se yo ko ma ana to to je bi coach is say di mano adwuma o fanto o penne na ya pose free adwuma no so o tinya no dia to nya problem na yere aye e bia ko to ko ntem ko aye sre telefone sese da bia ko se on le ntem o yi sa fo me so bia ni pa dai ya sre ya pese ya ni me guase o mo sese ya nya adwuma ko de boku makao
yeah that's it Kojo. Hello, good morning.
I'm watching.
Major Sominia.
Bibini Tachini, a certain Otuo Acheampong, Mekase.
Bibini Etio.
Kaka make and say, the best you are an Acheampong, sir. Dear, you want to move pa, soon I'm giddy say, Kotoko supporters, you want to move and say, a bush of Kotoko me, we shall modern Bawa, Kenya Sopa, in Kibet and say, Man Kopaku used to Uncle Pawan Chu and Chibiama, the best friend. But in the beer also bought na African Yeko, Kotoko, because by Yano, a tile in Yano, more for counting will be Nelson with General with my dilik in Jeremiah, just a bonum body. And give us Uncle Swallow, Uncle So, eternity.
That's it. Thank you. Hello.
Good morning, Sophia.
Yes, good morning. Hey,
yes, young. Yeah, education beyond the mind. Nambia the main pipe na say your board no omubesia nyame one day. Omo aso bibia. Nemo no say na ne amponsa any coach foster. Nemo mu die and some course free Monday na ben na no. Foster coming say some kind na one kata the way some course talk for process as mo. Your best friend no. It's like a day pa the band the bedding because that place here on Bomudin say almost some queen. They are part effect or some that's a place here. Nothing penetrated because some stay a quarter from somebody. If your best friend, so walk and on Kaya, your best friend, we don't control my no proof from a certain community or Donna, your man. Yes, I'd be ordinary a diaton you. Your best friend, I'm going to some.
Okay, Prince, yeah, that's CP. Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Chief, you too.
If I do a film comedy, because every going.
Yeti.
Come on, I can't make any a coach, you know, or am I a babu? Because, yeah, come on, going out to Uncle, or by way. Would it? What's an way, a money more? Oh, no, what would you move up? A move like I was Uncle. You say, look for be a player or so for a penny, or many price at Tozaki. And a move like I was a year performance and a move like him. I didn't know why. What's happened to you? And what's I could play so far. Oh, it is a coach. You never tell a place, a room born man, it's a committee. It is a best stadium, Rebecca Meccanism Joe. The last year of Bobono. The buy ultimate prayer of my bandit. What do you on Yadia? Put you on Gamma Crown, Mupicra, Oman, and Monogama today. It's only a committee. Why? Because I'm a good in there. When you look on Kona, or Macan, when you man,
hello, good morning.
Director.
I don't know.
Yes, my boss.
I don't know.
Boss, my papa.
I don't know. Yeah,
no size.
Yeah,
Boss, I don't pay my boy.
Yeah, that's it.
My boy, we more channel pay. 1 minute in Chile after this birthday. Hey, I want to share 3 days. Boss, we are moving now because when education now with them, why is a boss with Bob on Tender Catano. Yes. Assembly the wood chemo yepa and then so more as you put on as we can the big guy at the mountain in front of me. And you must have to leave me and a bit of a all the fun you want to share. Yeah, come on, you want to Africa. That was what they Bob way of flow. Now, I want to so called baby. I thought, baby, I didn't know. I hope I do that. Let's say I can also with baby.
Yeah, that's your that's it. Thank you. Hello, good morning.
The living legendary.
Alfredo. The best contractor. Alfredo now, but Obi Obeso sit down.
Number is 054 33 45
yes
339.
That's right.
054 33 45 339.
Who are Bruce Bia?
Who are Bruce the opposite of the out there? What Alfredo now what the way we really got to support we really Akumo because the who management the Briaba and then na kotoko do cafe na kotoko do cafe and then I have got my entire me ready it's only good now aba na who say who 70 bread ya yan pam sa 10 kanan ya pam 10 ya ko 20 ya na komo sisa kotoko na ya shepu sisi ya last na ya papa ya be so we ya say ko pa 70 na ya de pele the coach you please don't do kucha kotoko to tell me the conference boko the that most
Alfredo edasi yeah hello
good morning
money amane so kakamba chwani
yes I'm Bendini
D Bendi with you
so I want to know don't I have to so don't have one more you know
okay
so me quick one and that person send you message I have to listen to what chairman careful so I think to say almost I am a division dinner
board chairman is on Kasa.
No. Board member no Kasa or Akumano. I listened to the tape. I wanted to even send it to you, but I'm sending them back. Uni, Osha Omomo, a technical committee now. Every morning at the Adeno, where the people are not say, Yajimi Sena, Amanaya Ponsenti last a year, hoping to be Jumani no man, similar to more board check, yes, room. Me give them treatment no matter fashion to the view. I tell now that the owner amount for your management me say that it can management no. I tell before